That took a long time to come out as well, made by Simon B, which is kind of a documentary. But here we go, actually. Evil and Kook, they are ready, finally. Map number 1, Blood Run. It is going to begin right here. And already, off the spawns, it's actually going to be very hard for Kook here, because look at that. Oh, takes a rail instantly. Oh my god, goes for the rocket, the flat rocket jump with 13 health. And that was enough to get out of there. And you can see actually how smart the move was, because he's got this 50. But Evil is, right on top of him here. So this is a tough situation for Kook. He's managing very well. A lot of plasma damage done. Pulls out the MG as well. It's really chipping away. And Evil, we can hear him screaming. He's very low at this point. Another rail connected. More plasma ammunition picked up. And once picking up that red with almost nothing to his name. And look at the grenade! What was that? Just caught Evil straight in the face. 1-0 now for Pavel as he picks up that mega health. It's a good start for him. Nice little rail to the back of Evil. And Kook really needs to make sure that Evil doesn't get much damage on this red. Evil's actually going to go for the commitment here. He had no armor or health or anything. And what was Evil thinking there? Was he thinking that Pavel was going to make a huge mistake? Because even if he picked it up, it's very likely that Pavel's going to be there to like finish him off. And these grenades coming from Evil look big as well. 13 health left, but the Mega's there in time, so things are getting out of control for Evil. On the bright side, he does have Pavel pretty low, and he's pushing away from the red armor. We go for the jump. Pavel misses the rail, and Evil just goes in. So the aggression is going to equalize things here very soon. I mean, Evil's only 2 frags away from tying up the game. He's going to try to make his way back around now to try to catch Pavel out, and Evil's just thinking about maintaining the control right now. He's got some items coming up. He's going to try to protect them as well as he can. Actually, now he's kind of smelled the blood in the water. He wants to keep chasing Pavel because he knows both big items are up. So if he just keeps chasing, he might be able to get the kill. But look at those rails on the defense. They are immaculate there from Kook, who manages to get 2 pummels in the face off the spawn of Evil. So that's a pretty good result there for Evil off the spawn. But I don't think he was expecting Pavel to turn around and with 2 corner rails to take him down. Evil, I mean, he took a risk going for the aggression. Pavel executing well, though. And here goes Evil again around the corner. 11 health left. Not going to be enough. The LG work from Evil does do the job. And with the red pickup, Evil, if he can get a clean Mega or something close to clean, things are going to start going pretty well. Nice little rail. This is going to be hard to attack Mega now. I mean, he might try to rail in onto the Mega, but that's all he can do. And I think he went for the much smarter move indeed, which was just to go straight for the yellow. And he does get that. You can hear he just picked that up, just jumped out of there. But can he escape without taking a rail here from Evil? That's the question. And it looks as if right now Evil is just on, for the first time on this Blood Run, he's actually got a lot of controls strung together. He's got a lot of items behind him. And Kook is really on the defensive finally. 5-2 the score. And there is Kook spotted once again. Oh wow, what a fantastic rail from Evil. That's just beautiful there. So such precision going into that one. And now Kook, he's going to be able to take away yellow. But Evil might just rocket jump and go for this. No, he's going to go for the drop actually onto the shards. And he knows that Kook needs the LG, so he's going to swing by there. Makes a lot of sense. And, oh, actually, no, he didn't need the LG, but he does get caught going for the LG ammo. And, oh my god, how did Pavel do so much damage with the LG? He actually just destroyed Evil there. Evil had a better stack and he had a better position, but somehow, some way, Kook made it happen. He made it real. And 6-3 now, he's up. And Evil is probably scratching his head, thinking about that, what just happened, trying to really decipher what that was. And Kook going to make his way back to an LG, replenish that ammunition. And Evil going to go for the drop there. It gets a really strong engagement with the LG after picking up the red armor. And things are looking really bad for Kook, all because he didn't go for the pressure when Evil was jumping up to the red. Instead, he was just going for the LG. And that was really what cost him, as he couldn't control or damage Evil as he was dropping down to the rail afterwards either. Which really allowed Evil now to run away with the map. Pavel still has that 100 armor to his name. Of course, that's going to be very helpful. But he can't afford to lose it.
5-minute warning.
It's basically just, and you can see this is escape options. That's what this is. It's Pavel saying, if you appear either to the right or through the telly, I'm going to get out of there. But he makes the move for the red, ignores the yellow, and he's in a lot of trouble now. He lost about 40 armor there, and now after the rail, he's almost dead, especially after picking up the 50. If Evil reads this well, he can just get the frag, but they're the double 25s and the shards. And here he goes. Oh my god, kook's just going to go straight for the yellow, and he just finds Evil just catches him. It's just as simple as that. And oh, jumping into the LG of Evil as well. That is not a good move to make. I think anyone can tell you that. And it's going to be 6-5 now. And systematically, methodically, I mean, Evil's not doing anything special. Pavel is just kind of running into him at the moment. An easy killer, either yellow so far. There was another frag that happened because kook tried to go for the red that was up when he had 100 armor. And he didn't need to take that risk as well. He had the yellow there. And Evil was already stacked like a tank. So if Evil picked up the red, he wasn't getting much out of it. So I think the play was the yellow there, but these rockets being strung together well by Evil, and he manages to combine some LG action into a frag. 6-6 now, and kook's lead, which looks so dominant, so strong, has all but faded away. So Mega coming up soon. Evil's just, keeping it slow. Go for the telly here. Interesting move from Evil there. That was for the frag. What Evil's doing right there is he's saying, okay, my prediction is that you are no way ever thinking that you can take the Mega, and you're thinking that I'm going to be there to take it and pressure from below. So what he did was he went through the telly to catch kook, whose only option then would have been the red. But kook wasn't there because the red wasn't quite in time. This is a very, very interesting move there by Evil, designed to get a frag. And looks as if he's going to catch kook with some nasty, nasty rockets. And it seems as if kook will escape somehow with his life. But he still has a lot to answer for. And there it is. Great rail coming in from Evil. That bit of a flick. It's going to do all the damage that's required to get the frag. And off the spawn, he's going to be able to pick one up as well. And still a close game, though, but a high-scoring one for Blood Run. Some good damage dealt there by Evil as kook tries to go in, and it was a good attack. It was, of course, a risk. Quite a big risk with the plasma, as always, but it was a decent risk. I mean, you can see he's strung together quite a few bolts, got Evil pretty damn low on the health. Evil didn't have that much armor, and so it was a calculated risk. It didn't go his way, and Evil now executing or trying to, and Pavel's going to be the one that gets the kill. He's got 2 minutes now, just less than. Pick up a couple more frags to try to tie this up. See if he can do it. Oh no. This is a bit awkward. Does at least save the 25s for himself. And 90 seconds left now. 2 frags. Very, very doable. Ooh, weapon selection issues there for kook as he has to get out of there. And now moving his way back onto the red armor, or rather the mega health. He's going to spot Evil over at the red, and that's going to be him just dying, melting to the plasma bullets. And you'd want to think that with this kind of stack and with this kind of time left, that Pavel is all but done on map number 1 of this best of 3 semi-final on Blood Run. But let's see if he's got anything last second to say about that. So Evil just defending there pretty easily. Got kook on cam. Let's see if he can manage to do something. Cradle grenade whisking in from above. And there's a quick finish for you. So it seems as if Evil's starting off pretty well here as far as the map score goes. But actually, kook managed to do a very good job at the beginning of the game, getting himself up quite a lot of frags. And honestly, I think he's going to be kicking himself because he gave away, I'd say, at least 3 frags to Evil. I mean, with relative ease. I mean, he made a commitment to red when he could have just had a yellow. So it was the option of, okay, my opponent who's already stacked gets a red, so it doesn't really help him, versus me getting 150 armor guaranteed. So there is no risk to take the yellow, but there is big risk to take the red and lose everything. And the yellow is guaranteed 150 armor. So I mean that alone was a big moment, I think, where he kind of threw everything away. I think there are some other moments as well where he kind of got a bit cocky over at the yellows when he was on the defensive, and I think he got a bit unlucky here and there as well. One moment that springs to mind was when he's going in for the rocket and he kind of jumped down the stairs just as Evil was just basically coming into the room and he got stuck. I mean, so it's a bit of poor luck combined with some misplays, and that was that. So map number 1 is going to go to Evil. So we have Sinister coming up, if I'm not mistaken, and it should be a pretty damn good map for Evil. Typically, Evil is very, very good there. I mean, he's got such strong control. That's really the problem with Evil, is that Sinister is a map that makes control a little bit easier. Of course, you don't have so many. I mean, the yellows aren't as kind of finicky as on Blood Run. On Blood Run and Lost World, the yellows are a bit harder to really control, like all of them. On Sinister, it's not as bad, and even giving away 1 yellow isn't really that bad, because it's not as easy to escape as it is often, unless you're reading your opponent really well, as it does on Blood Run and Lost World, because Lost World and Blood Run have a lot more corridors, a lot more kind of features like that, where there's a lot of escape options, and you have to make better, like just a little bit better reads on average than you would on Sinister to get the frags. But we've seen a lot of really, really awesome slow plays and out of control plays on Sinister in the past, and that is something I'm going to anticipate here from Pavel if he does find himself in that situation, which, I mean, inevitably both players at least should probably find themselves in the out of control situation at least once on Sinister. So let's see how that goes right now. But typically the games on this map I've seen from Evil, once he gets control, it's really, really hard to throw it away from him. It's just so difficult. So these guys are readying up. Now the countdown has begun. Of course, this is match point for Evil. Just has to win this one now against Pavel, against kook, and he's in the grand finals against Cypher. However, kook could stay alive, force it to the tiebreaker. If only he can win this, if only he can jump. I believe in you. He wasted some time there and even messed up the jump to those 5 bubbles. And that might be, in so many situations we've seen a difference be a couple points of health. Hope that doesn't bite him in the backside, but great opening fight there. The problem though is that Evil did pick up that LG, and Evil should be out stacking kook, especially after the rail. So kook can't get onto the red, and what that means with the delay between red and mega is that he can't really easily challenge for mega. But he might just do it though. He's going to go for the drop. Here it is, and Evil's there. He's got great rockets, and there's just no way for kook to survive, and Evil's going to pick up that mega. And yeah, that was very, very painful there. Perhaps kook could have benefited more from a trap on the LG, but either way, Evil taking a rail there, but it's okay for him. He does get the red, so he's all right to take damage like that. But kook cannot afford to take damage right now. Already Evil has kind of an overwhelming stack, so little bits of poking damage don't mean anything for kook really. It really doesn't mean very much. He just has to protect his own stack so that he's at some point enabled to make a play. The reason why we typically say, once you get like to 150 armor, you can do something, is because if you get the trap and you hit the 100 damage at the start of the fight for free, then you more or less evened up the stacks. So you're fighting from an even situation. So that's usually why 150 is kind of the magic number. 150 to obviously 200 is always better. The more the better, but at 150 you're much more able to do stuff. So good rail coming in from kook right there. Red up though, and kook's in no position to take either, so doesn't help him all that much. And he was just going to go straight for the throat. He's going to try at least, leaving that red armor up. It doesn't mean a huge amount to him. He wants to kill much more, and he's in a position whereby he should be getting frags. He needs to turn this into frags right now. And the worst, I fear, may have happened as well. Evil starting the map out with very strong control. Let's see though if what I said was was correct, and if it's unbreakable. And here you go, some good rails coming, good rail and good rockets coming in, but the timing doesn't really work out. It's going to be Evil who gets that mega health right after the fight. Very good engagement here. Pavel doing some great damage. And he does have a window of opportunity right now. He's going to be playing from disadvantage on stack, but he might be able to do something with a bit of a bum rush. The problem, though, is these open areas, and Evil has the LG rocket advantage. And here goes the rockets, but look at the LG. Just pushes him straight back. He can't do anything against it. So that's the saving moment there for Evil. And that's really what helped him out of that fragile position. And now he's got the Mega. Luckily, though, for Kook, because of that weakened state Evil is in, he wasn't able to assert himself onto Kook very much. So Kook was able to bring himself onto that red armor. So let's try to check out Kook's perspective and see how he's going to be managing this area here. He does manage to pull out the LG in time, goes for the rocket switch. Is it going to be good though? Misses the shot, and Evil picks up the red mid fight, and that's going to be an open and closed book affair there for Evil as he more or less easily handles that. Oh dear, Kook getting caught going for the LG. Oldest trick in the book on Sinister, and looks like that Mega picked up there for Evil. So Control, still a very firm grasp. It's been moments where he was weak, but Evil knows how to keep himself strong, even in the weak moments. How to maximize his damage output. Here you go, gonna try to chase in onto Kook there. Always smells the kill, he knows it's close. Kook's so weak here. Trying to cut him up over at the health, and just the last cell right there before he disappeared up the jump pad. Gonna take him down 7-0. Pretty one-sided so far, as Kook is yet to break Control, but that's what this map is really about. It's about what you do with Control. And if Kook's able to swing things back in the next couple minutes, he could most certainly get himself 7 frags as well. Nice rail there from Evil. That's going to help a lot going into this red area now. I mean, Kook is in a weakened state. Boom, dead. And that's the red picked up there for Evil. What can Kook do against this? It's very difficult. I want to bring people's attention, or rather throw out a reminder as to how Agent did it. He managed to get himself that 150 armor stack, put himself straight on that mega health. Kook going to get the steal, just walks straight on it, great dodging, and he does manage to give himself another chance in this, but Evil's still stronger, still more options on the weapons. Kook going to fall straight into him. Evil's the one who hits the rail, and with Red up on the spot, you want to like Evil for this a bit more, but actually he's a bit slow to the position. Can he get the shot? He does get the shot. Great move there from Evil. 9-0 now, and here's the spawn. Sneaky rocket. And sneaky angle there. Oh my goodness. There's a Mega coming up here. Evil knows that he can get this. He's gonna go for the drop soon. And oh, that rocket was just so gorgeous. And it's easy follow-ups from there on. 10-0 now. Things are quite one-sided, as each and every attempt by Pavel is quashed by the strength of Evil. But there's that rocket rail combination. That is going to allow Kook to try to get on these items. And look at this, going in for the aggression. Does get the frag. I think there was definitely an argument there for leaving Evil weak to allow Kook to easily take both the red and the mega. But he goes straight for the frag. 10-1 now. Great mid-air from Evil, looking for the follow-up, doesn't find it. Here come the rails from Kook. He's just committing to this. 37 health left, and he didn't get anything done with it. And Evil is left alive. He's going for the push on that red armor, just as MG, but that's all he needs. And that's going to be Kook taken down once again over at the red armor. And 11-1 now. It looks hopeless without a glimmer of promise. Evil drops now down onto Kook's head once again. Great flick. And the confidence in this man is unshakable. Here go the rockets. Not going to try to push his luck too much more now with the red spawning momentarily. Evil's going to be on that. And there you go, boom, rockets. 1 and 2. And grabs the kill. 13-1. And things are looking very bad for Kook right now. This is over. He's not finding himself 13 frags in 3 minutes, surely not. And another kill going to come in here for Evil, unless he keeps missing, but there you go. Connects in the end there. And dodging that rail there to survive. And kook trying to get that frag, but look at the flick. Impressive indeed. 16-1. And kook just going for those rockets. At this point, he's kind of just running at Evil. And you can see, I mean, he might as well. At this point, when you're behind so many frags, what is clear to do is just be aggressive. Because you're not making those frags back by playing a slow game. That's never happening. And then it snowballs. It's kind of like this threshold where it's like you get, I don't know, 8 to 10 frags down with 5 minutes left, and it's just like every time you die, it gets worse. You have to be more aggressive and snowballs into huge scorelines. So kook gonna try to go for the attack here on the tele exit of Evil, but his rockets are just so good. You're going to charge in on. That's not backs away a little bit. Gets himself back onto positioning around Mega. And the assault of kook is pretty decent overall. But just expecting that flick rail coming in. Or just a normal rail. As kook falls into the reticle of Evil. Going for the styling frags here. Styling on kook. That rocket. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. kook goes down for the 20th kill on Evil. And just 1 minute left now. And then it's all over for kook. I mean, that's going to mean that we'll have an Evil kook grand final. Evil Cypher grand final. I like paused for a second there. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right at all. So yeah, Evil Cypher final again. So the interesting thing with these guys is that Evil so far has been showing the edge on the grand finals recently between these two guys. So and last time I think it was a 3-0 even. I think it was quite dominant from Evil, and Cypher kind of seemed to just not really have an answer. So I'm kind of curious to see if Cypher can take maps from Evil right now, how he's feeling today. Because Evil's definitely looking really good today. He's one of the most consistent players though, is Evil, I think. Of the top level, he's very consistent. Especially on the high level matches in the tournaments as well. He tends to be very consistent. I think it's quite a shame for Evil that he had kind of like a shaky, let's say, last third of 2013 with DreamHack not going so well, having some issues at LAN and so on. But besides that, I mean, Evil had a really good year, and we're going to go into this grand final trying to see if Cypher's got an answer for what he failed to deal with last week. And that's going to be, I think, a huge game. So I can't wait to see that. Tweet about it, guys. Make sure everyone knows about it. It's time for your toilet break. We're going to go to a quick break. You don't want to be going anywhere for the grand final, so stay tuned. We'll be here very shortly with that here live on FACEIT TV.